The universe. So many questions, so many answers. So many questions that have yet to be answered. How big is the universe? How did it really start? There are a few different beliefs about how our universe came to be. One would have you believe it started with something known as the Big Bang. Something so small the naked eye could not see it. All of a sudden exploded and expanded into our universe. Some believe that an entity known as God or a higher power of some sort totally created the universe from nothingness. One day there was nothing. The next day there was the universe and all that it encompasses. I believe in a different theory about how our universe came to be. I believe the universe is so large that we may never know how large it is. I believe our universe came from the backside of a black hole. I believe our universe is quite small compared to what else is out there. I believe we'll never really know how much is out there. Some find it hard to believe that our universe could be the result of a black hole. But I believe that possibility could be true. There's no way to prove it, and there's no way to disprove it. Much like the Big Bang Theory, there's no way to prove it, and there's no way to disprove it. The other theory I mentioned earlier about the grand creator who created everything out of nothingness, there's no way to prove it, and there's no way to disprove it. Will humankind ever know how our universe was truly created? That question may haunt us until the end of existence. Human beings typically measure things in quantities. Who has the most money? Who has the most land? Who has the most pieces of candy? How tall are you? How big is your car? How wide is the river? How much money do you have? How many millions have you made? How many billions? Has anyone made a trillion? A vast majority of the civilized population measures its success using quantities. Be it quantities of money, number of acres owned, how many houses you own, how much you're worth. How many millions are you worth? How many billions are you worth? We tend to measure ourselves based on quantity. We build all types of telescopes to see into the vast distances. We are now seeing further than we've ever seen before. But the truth is, we really don't know how far we can see, because we can't see that far. We may never be able to see that far. We may one day see something that we consider to be the end of the universe, or we may say that there's nothing else out there because all we see is darkness. We might one day assume that we have seen as far as we can see because we see nothing but darkness for hundreds of millions of light years. We might mistakenly say that there's nothing else out there but darkness. There could be trillions of light years of darkness out there. On the other side of that darkness, there could well be other galaxies that we have not yet discovered or may never ever see or know about, due to the fact that that light may never reach us. Our Earth is a closed system. If you burn a piece of wood, although the wood will disappear, and nothing will be left but ashes, every piece of matter that disappeared, that was once known as a piece of wood, has been converted to something different. Some of it was converted to smoke. Some of it was converted to heat. Some of it was converted to gas. All of these things still exist within the earth. They do not disappear. They are merely converted into something different, but they are still here. It could be that our universe is a closed system, but the system is so large that we will never know the enormity of it. It could be that all of these galaxies that are created and colliding and growing and moving and changing are all part of a closed universal system. A system in which black holes take in matter and energy and dissipate it and expel it into other zones. It's quite possible that not only did a black hole create this universe, but there are other universes out there that we will never know about. We will never see, because we cannot see what is on the other side of a black hole. And we were created from the exhaust of a black hole. I am one who believes that finding the end of the universe will be as impossible as finding the end of pi. Pi, 3.14159, an amazing little mathematical number that goes on to infinity as far as we know. We have yet to find how many digits pi actually extends for. It may go on for infinity. It may have a longer trail of numbers than there are light years in the universe. We may never know. Are there any other mathematical equations which go on to infinity similar to pi? Are there any types of mathematics that mankind has not yet discovered or figured out? It's quite possible. There could be a type of mathematical system out there that we have yet to discover, create, or learn of. Will the human race ever find out if there is an end or an edge of the universe? Will the human race ever find the end of the universe? Will the human race ever find the end of pi? Only time will tell. 20 years ago, we couldn't see nearly as far into the universe as we can see now. 20 years ago, we couldn't see as many digits of pi as we now see. So how many more digits of pi will we see in the next 20 years? And how much further and deeper into the universe will we see in the next 20 years? How about the next 100 years? How about the next 1,000? Will mankind spend the next 1,000 years seeing farther, finding more digits of pi, but never finding the end? I'm Merlin Waltz. Thank you for watching.